Hello. As promised, I'm going to show you how to create your first digital artwork this year and upload it to Artsonia. So for your first digital artwork, you are going to go into Schoology, click on the link that's going to take you to this platform that you're going to use to create your artwork. This is called Pixlr, and Pixlr is an awesome free online tool that you can use to edit and create images. Now, in addition to going into Pixlr, you're also going to need an image of yourself. It can be a selfie that you take with your webcam or your phone or something that you find that's been posted that you can retrieve and share with yourself so that you can upload it to Pixlr. You're also going to need to do an image search using this method. In here, you can see that I wrote my name, I wrote my favorite color, and I wrote a type of aesthetic. Aesthetic is what you use to say when you mean what you like in terms of the way something looks. So for example, a minimalist aesthetic means that there is not a lot of frills, there's not a lot of design. It's pared down and kept pretty simple. Maybe you like something that is a little bit more eclectic or fancier. You can interchange that word to describe what your own personal aesthetic is. You can also just use the word aesthetic. And it will come up with different things than what you saw before. So you'll want to find in this image search, I would say try to keep it from maybe the first half of the page up so you're not scrolling forever. Keep it to 4 images that you then take and save to your desktop. Let's say I really like this image. If I want to save this image, I'm going to right click on it and go to Save Image As, and then save it to my desktop. So those are some things in terms of finding the images that you're going to use for your background. Now what I'm going to do to get started once I'm in Pixlr is I'm going to go to File, Open Image, and the first thing that you want to do is get your image of yourself. So I'm going to my photo booth and I'm going to pick an image of me in my home studio. And you can see that this image is now up on the screen. Over here in the Layers menu, it's the only thing that's there. I'm going to go to the Marquee tool. I'm going to click on the ellipse. And I'm just going to create a circle around my face. Once I've made that circle around my face, I'm going to hit Control C and Control V to copy and paste it, and you'll see that it's now on a layer all by itself. I also want to edit it so that it has a different color and look to it. So to do that, I'm going to go to Image, I'm going to go to Adjustment. I'm going to go to Desaturate to turn it first into a grayscale. Then I'm going to go ahead and do brightness contrast, and I'm going to make it a little bit brighter, and I'm going to have a lot more contrast to it. Then I'm going to go to adjustment, and I'm going to go to temperature and tint, and blue is my favorite color, so I'm going to make it more of this blue tone. And then finally, I'm going to go to posterize and pick how many of the colors that I want to use. I actually really like it at 1. I would probably try to keep it to 1, 2, or 3, but this is where you get to play around and kind of see what it is that you like. So I hit apply. I then can use the move tool and really move this wherever I'd like and make it bigger or smaller using that method. The next thing that I'm going to do is open up the other images that I have saved. So I'm going to go to File, Open Image, and those I've saved to my desktop. So I'm going to click on image 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm able to get more of them selected at once by hitting Control as I select those images and press Open. When I do that, new tabs have opened over here so that it shows me what the images are. I'm going to go back to the marquee tool. This time I want it to be on rectangle. I'm going to select what part of the image I want to use, copy it, and then paste it into my area here. You can see the layers are going to start piling up. I'm not super worried about that right now in terms of what the layers look like. So if, for example, you can't see your face right at this moment, don't worry about it as you copy and paste, because you will get to see that eventually. So I've got this image. And then I have, this is my last one I want to use. Like so. So the next thing that I'm going to do is start to move these images around. I know over here in my layers menu, I want this one to be all the way up at the top. So I'm going to move that all the way up. And then I can start to arrange these other images so they make sense in terms of how I want to collage them with what I've got going on. And you can really arrange these however you'd like. That part is up to you. I'm actually going to take this image. I want that to be in front of this piece here. So it's really important that when you're arranging your images, you think about how you want them to be on your page. I also want this to be more of a square than a rectangle in terms of the overall look. So I'm going to edit this a little bit more so that it reflects that. All right. And press enter for that. So the next thing that I'm going to do is to start to add text. When you're adding text, you're going to click on the text tool, click on add text. You want to write in descriptors of yourself as well as your name. You can change the color for your name. You can change, like for example, if you want an outline, you can make an outline. You can change the color of that as well. You can change the font style. So you can decide what type of font style you want for your work as well. And you can also change the size. You can then use the move tool to move and rotate your font however you like. What I'd like for you to do is to include your name and then think of 4 or 5 things that describe you. Once you have done that, to save your image, you're going to go to File, Save. You want to change the name of it to be your name, and then either save it as a JPEG or a PNG file, and then press download. Once you've downloaded it, you'll be able to upload it to Artsonia, and then I can see what you've made, read your artist statement, and you can have completed your work. I am so excited to see what you create, and I can't wait to look at it once you upload it to Artsonia.